are the lucky ones, birds that were rescued and brought to this facility for cleaning and treatment after the worst oil spill in U.S. history. Thousands of birds have been rescued, but many others have died. The reason? It is not easy to catch them. On Queen Bess Island, hours away, off the coast of Louisiana, ornithologist Michael Seymour is keeping a close eye on these pelicans. They can fly more than 30 kilometers into the ocean to fish, but that is exactly where the oil slick is located for now. He says many birds have already had contact with the spill. Seymour is with the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries. He says as long as they can fly, they can't be rescued.
A lot of these birds that are on this island right now are oil impacted, and we can't catch them because we don't want to walk into the middle of the colony and disrupt a bunch of birds.
The pelicans nest on these mangroves, now loaded with oil. Rescuing them here would involve stepping on eggs and chicks and killing some birds in the process. The chicks are white and are easy to spot when they're oiled.
For now, the birds are getting oiled mostly, it looks like, at their colony sites where oil's penetrated through the booms. So until that oil is cleaned up, and how do you clean up oil off mangrove roots? And how do you clean up oil in marsh grasses?
Booms have been placed around the islands to stop the oil from reaching the mangroves, but they are not enough.
It's pretty hard for me, being a bird lover, to see birds that are obviously suffering, and sometimes we're not able to help them. You know, it's pretty rough.
On this day, sea currents are pushing the slick towards Florida, and the animals in Louisiana are having a respite. Seymour and his team could not find a bird tired enough to be rescued. On the other side of the delta by the port of Venice, boats begin their rounds hoping to rescue pelicans. Here, the birds rest on hundreds of old oil and gas platforms. In this group of pelicans, the one with its wings spread is covered in oil. In another group, the pelican on the right is also oiled. A boat approaches the area quietly, but the pelicans fly away. On the way back, the group finds a dead red drum. There is one last stop to check this small sandy island where hundreds of birds nest. A boom has been placed around it, and so far, oil has not touched it. Meanwhile, the treatment facility at Fort Jackson, a converted warehouse, has its work cut out for it. A veterinarian assesses the health of each bird and treats if necessary. Then each animal gets 2 or 3 cleanings with soft liquid soap and a good brushing. The oil is rinsed away. Each session takes about an hour. John Myatt is with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service.
Some come through here that were really in bad shape. Not all survive. They've been oiled for a long time. About a third of the oil birds that have come here have died before they were rehabbed.
Once cleaned, the birds are moved to pools. Within a week or two, the adult pelicans may recover their strength. Jay Holcomb, director of the International Bird Rescue Research Center, says some have been released along the Texas Gulf Coast, far from the spill, but many animals are territorial. They could come back to their nesting places and get covered by oil again.
We're going to start putting a color band on their leg. They'll be able to start identifying if they're coming back.
Chicks are easier to reorient to a new colony, but Holcomb has concerns for the future.
If the oil's still spilling in the fall when birds start migrating south, then those birds are going to potentially impacted by it.
It's a heartbreaking job for the rescuers. They know that wildlife will suffer from the spill for months and years to come. For producer Zulima Palacio, Elizabeth Lee, VOA News.